would have
let us know about Khilafat and Sudhi movements in India and the work done by Ahmadiyya Jamaat for the benefit and welfare of Muslims during the time when they were in need of help and guidance in that part of the world.
This is a fun question. And you think there will be time left after I have treated this question as it deserves to be treated? For any other question or for any other questioner to come? You have asked two important movements in the history of Ahmadiyya. One is Sudhi and the other is Khilafah movement and Jamaat Ahmadiyya's reaction to this. Now this subject is a very wide subject which covers a very important period in the history of Ahmadiyya and in the history of the Muslims of the subcontinent and their ultimate frustration and disillusionment and how Jamaat Ahmadiyya took the right stance and worked for the uplift of the Muslim cause and everything. All this relates to a very wide subject covered by many years in fact. And on this some papers have been written and Tariq Ahmadiyya covers these two questions amply and satisfactorily. So such questions as are found in our books in detail and which are of historic nature, I think this is not the right forum for such questions to be asked. As far as Sudhi movement is concerned, once I wrote a short pamphlet and tried to put everything in a small gist form. And that I have got available here, Sudhi. And it's an interesting paper. I think it's also good for distribution among the non-Ahmadis. So, where is it? Could Jeremy sir is there? No. You know, there is under one cover various pamphlets and small booklets which I had published during my tenure in Waqf Jadid, particularly to meet the anti-Ahmadiyya propaganda, hostile propaganda launched by the Maududis. And one of the questions was about the Ahmadiyya role in the subcontinent regarding important issues which concern the Muslim nation as such. In one of those papers, there is one about Sudhi. And I asked them to send me the whole package and they have sent me some line somewhere here. So some of those papers could be republished, I think, and they should also be translated into some other languages nowadays, particularly when they are making the false propaganda about Ahmadis being disloyal to the cause of Islam, so there are two good examples, Sudhi and Khilafah movement and some other. Kashmir movement also is mentioned there. We'll find out. But thank you for reminding us about this. You know, in short, I can just tell you what happened. During Sudhi, in an area in India, some Hindu Rajputs had been converted centuries before that time to Islam. And that area is called, because of there being a Rajput majority, perhaps the entire area is populated by Rajputs. It is called Rajputan. Those people were converted by some dervishes who could not educate them in Islamic ways of life. So, technically, as far as their culture went, they remained Hindus. All their behavior, their system, their meetings, their marriage ceremonies and rites, everything was almost Hindu. Yet in name they were all Muslims, they called themselves Muslims and they performed the religious rites as Muslims. that is about death, about birth, and one or two occasions in life, they required some mullah, some sort of ceremony was held. And marriages. So the Hindus thought it was a good occasion to convert them back to Hinduism. And they started a movement which was called Sudhi movement, to purify the ex-Muslims and bring them back to the fold, the ex-Hindus, and bring them back to the fold of Hinduism. When this news reached Qadian by some stray informer who said that I went there and I saw this happening, Hazrat Sani was deeply moved and agitated. And he declared that we are going to launch a war against this movement of Shuddhism. And he asked Ahmadis to devote their lives, and then people from every walk of life, lawyers, doctors, and teachers, professors, and the laborers, the educated, the uneducated, all alike, they offer their services. And the conditions laid down were simply this, that you have to shift for yourself, support yourself, and only you have to abide by the instructions of Ahmadiyya as far as preaching goes. But your responsibilities would be your responsibilities. Your time would be ours. That was the condition. So they went there, and also in detail they were instructed later on that they are not to accept hospitality, even if insistently offered by the local people, because some other Muslims had heard of this, and they sent their mullahs, who what sort of background they have, particularly regarding food. So they started becoming burdens on these people, and they expected halwas and chicken and things. And those people were very poor. The whole area, which was Muslim in Rajputana, was a rather backward and poor area. So Hazrat Muslim ordered that you must not accept anything at their hands. Instead, if you can afford to give them alms personally, go and help the poor. So Ahmadiyya launched a movement, and also appeals were made by other Muslims. And when they heard particularly that Ahmadiyya had occupied the field, so they became jealous, and frantically they made every effort to fill that area with other Muslims. The result, whatever it was, it's a long story, I'll leave it out. But this is in a nutshell what Shuddhi movement was. Ultimately, law and order situation arose there, and the government of India had to interfere, and they tried to bring about a reconciliation between Hindus and Muslims. The result was that a conference was held under the auspices of British government in Delhi, in which, because of the non-Ahmadiyya Muslim majority and their exception to invitation to Ahmadiyya, the government of India did not invite Ahmadiyya community to participate in that reconciliation conference. All the other important sects among the Muslims were invited. Hindus and Aryans, particularly, who were the leaders in that movement from Hindu side, they were invited, and the conference was held. So the Hindu leaders got up and said, you want us to reconcile with those from whom we have nothing to fear? Who are not our adversaries, they are doing nothing there. The ones we fear, the ones who are real adversaries, they are not here, and they are Ahmadis. So no reconciliation can be reached unless they agree to it. Because if they continue working, the problem is not solved for us. It will be then, if we agree to this, whatever conclusion is reached here, agreement is reached here, the Ahmadis would be free to work on single-handedly, one-sidedly. So the problem will remain hanging in their favor, not in the Hindu's favor. So this objection was raised so strongly, I said no point in holding any conference without Ahmadis. That the British government had to send a telegram to the Muslim Maud hurriedly to send some delegation, otherwise the conference could not proceed. So Hazrat Sahib sent some delegates and an agreement of some sort was reached. The comments made by the Hindu papers in those days are a great tribute to the Ahmadiyya movement in Islam, and some of them I have quoted in that small pamphlet, Sudhi and Jamaat. So they are worth reading. And Khilafat movement is also a long story, you better leave it up at the time. So your second of the several questions, please. And you drop all of the rest.
So someone criticized that I am taking the floor of the time.
Alright, you better wait for others. If they have to say something, we'll give them a chance. Otherwise, you can come and take up the thread where you left, right? Okay. Any other questions, please? Yes? You want?